Lindsey Benzie left. You got to give that man a break because he just left and went and did his own thing. So it's going to be a bit, yeah. It's going to be a bit. Oh yeah, they're going to learn from their mistakes. They ain't idiots. Alright, so we got that claw there. I am playing Ark. Even though the update that we have right now for console is the messed up one, and we have to wait for the patch to come out for the updated version, which PC already has, which I think is a bit unfair for console players. Yeah, I already know that you're gonna get it, Blackout. I already know. But I can honestly tell you, whenever you stream it, I will be watching intently. Just to see if I was right. And if I am right, because you'll notice like lines in the script where you could tell that something's been cut out or something like that. Yeah. Mm. Oh, that wouldn't surprise me. Would not surprise me.
Quite a collection of extinct species here. Trilobites, dodos, iguanodons, humans.
Because most of them left. Or are in prison. Hmm? I could get into other things, but I'm not gonna get into the whole biblical context. Everything is. Everything is. Huh? Huh? That surprised me. Yeah, but the only thing is with all the shit that the guy had built and stuff like that, I doubt it's going to be that quick. Mm-hmm. Unstable.
presumably sentient. I must get a look inside that cranium.
That's right.
Know where that confession
Yeah, more things to worry about besides the rivers and stuff. It's the fault lines that are underneath them. That's not a lot, but what can you do? Trash, trash. Trash. After what they said about Charlie, yeah, after they said what they said about Charlie Kirk, I freaking, like, right then and there freaking canceled. I said, and I posted on X, I says, good way to be professional, guys.
That'd be such a nice use of free dream.
You are a business, and you need to be treated as such.
Quite a collection of extinct species here. Trilobites, dodos, iguanodons, humans.
Oh. So Battlefield 6, in my books, has been totally put in the back burner for a very long time. People in charge was the EA, and that's the kicker. Though they proclaim now that they're trying to get rid of all the DE. Oh, she left. But yeah, even though they say they're attempting to get rid of all the DEI slop, I think it's a little bit too late for EA at this point, to be honest. They should have fucking kept their gob shut. I'm gonna be brutal. Should have not got involved. Just make games, then be done with it. But no, they didn't do that. It's like these other companies who open their freaking mouths. Granted, they got fired, but I think it's a little bit too late for that too. And you got these AAA companies that were looked up to, and turn people's lives around, whatever, and then they go around and pull some shady shit like that. That sort of says something about the company. Let's be honest. Well, I do. And personally, it's going to affect their bottom line dollar because us as consumers, we say what goes and what doesn't go because we buy the product. And if they have no money, well, they get what they deserve. You want to be political and stuff. That's awesome. That's cool. But do that shit in your own time. Nobody wants to hear it. I mean, I've got a couple political videos, but it's to prove a point that people didn't understand or grasp certain situations, like January 6th and all that bullcrap. So that's all that basically was. People just couldn't grasp the truth, and that's their freaking downfall. Not mine, not anybody else's, because they couldn't grasp it. They were losing their collective hive mind brains. And I hate to say it, but that's what people have turned into, is a hive mind. Only problem, Mortarfest. I am thinking about getting it, and there's one reason why I'm thinking about getting it. I think there's more going on behind the scenes with Ivory Tower and Ubisoft than is being let on. Because, it's like I said before that Ubisoft was the one in charge of sending out the codes for the pre-beta for that game. And people were claiming, well, it's Ivory Tower's fault. No, it was Ubisoft's fault for sending out the wrong codes to people. That's exactly what was going on. Because it specifically said Ubisoft was sending codes. So, I can't fault Ivory Tower for it, but yeah, I know I'm feeding Ubisoft money, but the end of the day is Ivory Tower's getting most of that money. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if it was like CD Projekt Red, which CD Projekt Red does their own games, so they're the dev and the publisher. But with Ivory Tower, it's Ubisoft being the publisher and Ivory Tower's devs. So it's sort of like split contract. But Ivory Tower, yeah, Ivory Tower is getting most of the money from the kickbacks for the game. Though it's still feeding Ubisoft portion of that money, but yeah. But I'm sort of, when I was thinking about it and stuff like that, it's like, wait a minute. So I haven't heard anything from Ivory Tower or anybody like that, but I wish I really could, because I would like to sit down with like somebody from the dev team or something and be like, well, and ask the hard questions, not the freaking soft questions. I want to be able to ask the hard questions. What was going on behind the scenes between you and Ubisoft? What was going on between pushing content that people didn't agree with? That sort of type of thing. Yeah, and exactly, and yep. And they were pushing content that people don't want. Now they're pushing content that people do want. So there's a sort of saying that there is something going on behind the scenes with Ivory Tower and Ubisoft. Yeah. Well, that's what all games are supposed to be made for, is for the fans, people that have known the legacy of Murderfest and stuff like that for the longest time. But it also comes out, it's like a double-edged sword. So it's like the hard questions. I was saying earlier. What about the crew? Where's the original crew? What happened when who stopped the production of, people playing that game even though it had an offline mode. Granted, you're making an offline mode for Motorfest, for 2, and then for Motorfest, but where's the original? Yeah. Yeah. But it's I already know the whole concept of that, but it's like I pushed, a long time ago. These games can make offline counterparts to the games and be like, oh, we can't do that. Bull crap. It has been shown through Motorfest and through the Crew 2. It has been shown. It can be done. Don't give us this PR bullshit that, oh, well, we can't do it. If one company can do it, so can you. You just don't want to. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I totally agree with you. Keep everything, how the Crew 2 was, but I do have a change in disposition. Instead of America, why don't we just put in the UK? Why don't we just put it on the east side? Eh, we are, yeah, but we'll see about that with everything that they've been doing with layoffs and fires and all that bullcrap because stuff being leaked. I don't know. That one will probably never happen. I'm going to be perfectly honest. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Here's the thing. I don't mind people playing San Andreas, but I'm going to be perfectly honest. I never liked San Andreas, only because of the gangster representation, the hypocrisy behind it, and everything else as far as objectifying women and I mean, you either get along or don't fucking get along. But I get that point. But the whole gangster motif, no. Grand Theft Auto, since its first dawning, has been nothing but about the freaking mafia. Why are we bringing gangster bullshit into the freaking game? It has like 1, 2, 3. Vice City has been nothing but mafia related stuff. And now you get San Andreas and 4, which is it's the epitome of gangster rap. Why the fuck are you implementing gangster rap when a game was supposed to be entitled around the mafia? But that wasn't your character. You were playing as Tony Versetti, who was a ringleader in the mafia. Yeah. So, yeah, yeah, the fall of gay Tony. Yeah, Eleanor, and then Mafia itself, and then you got one, two, three in the old country. The old country either had just got released or is coming out. But I mean, when you had the silent character and stuff like that playing one and two, he was based around the mafia. He was talking to the mafia. He worked with the mafia. And then you got San Andreas, and then Part Four. Okay, you wanted to change. You wanted to change things, whatever, and whatever. I mean, it's fine for people who want to play it. I don't care. But I never. I played a little bit of it, and I lost interest after 20 minutes. What is this garbage? I'm used to the whole mafia thing, whatever. But when I played it, it's like, yeah, this is not gonna hold up to Vice City, and I went back to Vice City. I played, Grand Theft Auto 3 Vice City until, 5 came out, and I played that one. I was like, it's got some mafia related ties, in Part 5, but it's like, and you still got the gangster shit. Yeah, people have their own tastes. Yeah. Oh yeah. But a lot of that, the Liberty City stories and stuff like that is still based around the mafia. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. Well, yeah, GTA 5 with the cars is so freaking buggy and lame. I mean, this like with the traction and stuff that they put on there. Yeah. Uh, but the only thing, I mean, if you're, eh, yeah, the cars in there are definitely physics are different. Yeah. 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 Each one has their own taste, but there's some that, I mean, when you make lore around something, then you should really. I mean, you make a spin off title here and there, okay, great, whatever, but stick with the motif and the lore, that's what I'm saying. Keep the story going in the original title that that you worked so hard on. I mean, 1, 2, Vice City, 3, Liberty Stories, all based around the freaking mafia. Yeah. And I mean, nothing against THQ Nordic, but I don't know if they're gonna watch or not. But I know it's in production. I know it's brand new and stuff like that. But if they don't do something with those female models that they have, it's not gonna boast well for them. Who's doing it? Oh, THQ Nordic. I wonder if it's gonna be like a Saints Row 2 reboot. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if they if they put Saints Row 1 back to its roots and redo it, you know how many people would freaking buy that? If they did everything verbatim like they did for Saints Row 1, yeah, there is a lot of player base for that. But seeing what they did with the remake, that was total shit show. Ooh, I like LARPing. Why are you gonna have LARPing in Saints Row? I mean, yeah, a lot of it's roleplay, but yeah, they had LARPing in it. Me? Fortnite. I don't like that Fortnite. That Fortnite lied to its player base. Look at the weekly quest that you're supposed to do and to get all the banana stuff for your character, and then find out that it has to be done through the battle or through Battle Royale. They don't stress it and they don't put it on there as Battle Royale content. They put it in as weekly quests, and when you do the weekly quests, you don't get set items. So they're already lying to their customer base. And people will defend it, you know, because they're a bunch of shills and like to suck Epic's dick, basically. I don't care how many players fucking support that shit. I'm gonna call it for what it is, and if people don't like it, well, you know where the freaking door is. I'm not gonna hear. I am the type of person, unlike most of these YouTubers, who are gonna sugarcoat shit. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm gonna call it for what it is, and be done for the day. Simple as. If people don't want negative critique, do better. That's how you handle it. You do better. And apologizing just makes it even worse. Dooby doob 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 doo. What? Boat? Oh. You got a boat? You got boats now? Ooh. Boats and planes. Hmm. So what? They have like a section of 3 for 3 favorites of 4 favorites? Okay. Oh, okay. So yeah, they just added a truck. Oh yeah, they had motorbikes in the second one, the first one. Why not? Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Okay. Okay, the Super Sport is in there. The dub edition's in there. There's one missing. Yeah. Oh, the shot. The Chiron. Yeah. Right. Yeah, Mammoth, way far away from home. Yeah. 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 Uh huh. Uh huh. Hmm. You can make your own libraries. Yeah. Right. Save. Well, they're not all supposed to sound like anyways. Each car has a different type of engine. Yeah. They got a lot more wide body kit presets now. Yeah. Alright. Sneaky rats. Go away, sneaky rats. Trying to steal my stuff. There, get rid of the dodos. Them and the Zomdodos because they share spawn with the turkeys. Yeah. Right. Any of them made by brand names? And that's wide body kits, right? Oh, I'm talking about wide body kits. Uh, that could be freaking licensing. Yeah. Yeah. Well, they had that in their crew too. Yeah. Yeah. Go away, dodos. I need turkeys. Yes, I am. Although I don't think it's going to be much of a stream since there ain't no turkey showing up. Hmm. So there's more than two. I would think it's a good thing. More cars are better. Now, is it actual parts that you can use to upgrade your car, or is it sort of like that rogue game bullcrap that they did into? Hmm. Hmm. Turkey, 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 turkey. You're lucky your baby wet. And you kill no babies. It's like the second turkey I found in 47 minutes. Yeah. or version they're in. Yeah. So when are they adding the third island? The turkey? No, freaking dodo. Get out of here. I want the turkey. I want the turkey. Be thankful if I had more turkeys. I only had 2 within like almost an hour. Of course, then again, I am on the broken update because they haven't fixed consoles yet. So it's not going to be a lustered stream because obviously things are going to be broken. At least I can stream for a good hour, maybe 2 if I feel like it. Probably won't though because it seems like I'm not getting anywhere with the turkeys. Even though the beach is like the strongest point where most of the dodos do spawn. Turn back around and do it all over again. Out of here. I noticed I ain't seen those Ninja Turtle robots running around over here either. Just strange. Here, turkey, 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 turkey. Where are you hiding, turkey, 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 turkey? Well, that was weird. Yeah. Go away, spitter. Might have to wait till next update because, yeah, turkeys are sparse. Bye bye, Dodo. I'm going to say this, PC got the update. It's all good and dandy, but console is stuck with the after slot for the holidays. I mean, seriously, really? Couldn't push out both updates at the same time for PC and console? That's sort of scummy, gonna be honest. Now spawns are just like stupidly retarded. I'm just gonna say the R word right out. Spawns are just like not even spawning freaking anything. I did not like that little hiccup there. George of the Jungle and his midget Sam just went through. Yeah, everything is messed with spawns. Why wildcard? Why do you give us the freaking slot while PC can see update? Is this your cue of working on the roof instead of the foundation? What a joke. A turkey? Gonna find another turkey? Come on, gobble, do something. Nah, you're a freaking dodo. Yeah, I think I'm done until they freaking get an update, because this is just redundant. Alright, we out. I don't know what I'm going to be streaming later, but I will figure that out. Maybe I'll do some more of Expedition 33. I'm not for sure. Seeing that Stellar Blade is freaking done. Something just fell. What the heck was that? I'm intrigued now. It's got my attention like a red rubber ball down the hallway. Something fell from the cliff. Is that thing? In here, I thought it was going to be something spectacular. Alright, peeps, I am out of here until the next update. Right now, it does look like a lot of it's affecting spawns, especially for turkey trials for that, even though it's been updated and stuff, so I'm not finding a lot of turkeys. So we're going to wait until the next update to see if they fix that, and hopefully they'll do an update before the trial ends, because, yeah, looking for turkeys is going to be a milestone and a half. So you'll see you on the next one. Later.